All right, welcome back. We're live here at Barnesville High School, getting ready for the junior varsity match between the Trojans and the Hawley Nuggets. And you know what? I think I forgot to eliminate our scoreboard here. So before we put that scoreboard on the screen, we're gonna take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. How about that? We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. And absolute perfect timing. That was exactly what I needed to get things reset. So I'm not sure if he's watching, but just in case he is, I want to say hi to Brian. Brian, I got your text message. Thank you very much. And yeah, we look forward to teaming up with all of our sponsors whenever sports continue. We hope it's not more than a month from now, but of course, North Dakota getting ready to get back on track December 14th for their first games. And then Minnesota, I'd have to double check. I'm not sure if they're allowed to start playing games or if they're allowed to start practicing on December 18th. If it is the practicing mode, then you might not see your first game for another 1 to 2 weeks after that, because I would presume that teams have to get X amount of practices in before they can play a game, according to guidelines and all that good stuff. But November 30th is when North Dakota teams can start practicing, and then that first game will be allowed to be played on the 14th. And if that holds, then our first broadcast will be on December 15th on the North Dakota side. We got one set for early January here in Barnesville if everything holds up as planned. And we're underway in the junior varsity match between the Nuggets and the Trojans. The B team match went to Barnesville 2-0, 25-18 and 25-21. And that game is now available for an on-demand replay. If you missed it, you can watch it again at your convenience. You don't have to give away any of the scoring or anything like that. 1-0 now in favor of Barnesville. And I'll go into the net. It's 2-0 Barnesville. And the Nuggets get on the board, 2-1. Of course, this winter, our plan, our intention is to bring you Fargo Davies basketball, along with West Fargo, Barnesville, and Breckenridge are the 4 teams that are hopefully gonna be on our schedule this year. Might sneak a few of Perham's games in there too, as we recently started having a lot of fun going out to Perham. We were going to be there tonight, but then that got canceled on our way out there apparently. And our crew who went out to Perham High School to broadcast that particular game was told as they walked in the door that the game was canceled. So got the phone call and Said, well, come here to Barnesville and help out with camera then. And now it is, let's see, it's going to be 5-2 as apparently we hit the button, but apparently the button wasn't triggered. There we go. Now the scoreboard's caught up. All right, 6-3 now, as we had to make an adjustment on our camera. It was not moving. We had to jerk it, so I had to loosen up the swivel a little bit. I'm going to try and do that again here while we have a short pause in the action. Hopefully that will, there we go. And into the net, and it is now 7-3 in favor of Barnesville. That one's up and over. And another point for Barnesville, and it's 8-3. This is kind of how the B squad match started out too. Barnesville getting a comfortable lead early on, and Hawley couldn't catch up. Now in the second set of that B squad game, it was a completely different story. These two battled back and forth like they're on two sides of a seesaw, taking leads, going on long point rallies, and then when that rally came to an end, the opposite team would take a long point rally. That's tipped out of bounds, and it's a 9-3 lead now for Barnesville. Once again, Midwest Bank and Dean's Bulk Service bringing you broadcast coverage this year of the Barnesville Trojans. And if you're a Barnesville business and you'd like to get on board with us, you can email us at msportsnetlive@gmail.com. And we can bring you even more Barnesville Trojan games than we do right now. And a timeout on the floor, so we'll take a timeout ourselves if I can find the right button here, and we'll be right back after this. Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save & See stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. All right, welcome back. 10-3, actually. And now 11-3. I was just, during the commercial break there, I was telling friend of ours, a friend of the station, that it's been a crazy up and down year, and I'm actually personally a little bit stunned and shocked that we were able to get the variety of team coverage that we were able to. And we have a lot of people to thank for that, not only our sponsors, but Bob Roars, Brad Anderson, Jared Mendenwald, for helping us out on play-by-play, and for Janice and Annika were helping us out on cameras at various games, and sometimes we had to do the game solo, and that was tipped out of bounds, and it'll be 14-3 Barnesville. They'll get the serve back. And then we had a lot of fun on that first Barnesville football game of the year that we broadcasted. That was against Pillager. And I say that loosely because we were up on the roof of the press box, which is where I chose to go. Nobody forced me to go up there because my goal was to provide the best possible camera angle for that game as I possibly could. And I paid the price. I froze because I didn't bring a pair of gloves. Because I was right when it was still warm, but also getting cold, and that happens to me once a year, every year. 16-3, we have a timeout on the floor. So, but we'll have one more football game for you tomorrow when they host War Road, and that'll be a 5 o'clock kickoff here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll take a break and come back with more after this. 16-3 Trojans. Back in a moment.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. 16-3 in favor of Barnesville here in the junior varsity match, live on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. And Barnesville just keeps rolling, and they roll in the points, and there's another one. 18-3 now. And it's a 3-0 run coming out of the timeout for Barnesville, and now a whistle, and they're just gonna rotate in. Nice volley back and forth here on this series. And that hit the antenna. And/or was a net violation. Okay, it was a net violation on Hawley is what it was. I thought he pointed at the antenna, but it does go to Barnesville, and it's 19-3. That one skims the tape as it goes over the net. And out of bounds. And it's 20-3 Trojans. And we get 2 timeouts per set. I'm not sure if using one right now would matter one way or the other. I have one left. At least I think they have one left. I don't think they've taken 2 in this set. Tipped as it comes over. Volley stays alive. And Hawley looking to get 4 and 5 points here before this one comes to an end, if not more than that. And that was probably going to be a lift had she made contact on that one, and it's now 21-3. Once again, this is live junior varsity volleyball action here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, presented by Midwest Bank and Dean's Bulk Service. And that one was made contact, and then it ricocheted off the basketball hoop up in the air here, and then came back at an angle where none of the Trojans could catch up to it. And that'll be the first point the Nuggets have seen. If you're keeping stats, you can add number 0 basketball hoop to your roster and give the basketball hoop the point there for the Nuggets if you want to. That was tipped as it went out of bounds. And it's 22-4. Sent over. Now Barnesville will go on the attack. Blocked at the net. Nicely done there by the Hawley Nuggets. That was Madeline Walker along with Isabel Steer on the tag team and on that block at the front of the net there for Barnesville, or for Hawley, excuse me. And now it's 23-4. Kennedy Gray on the serve. And now it is set point. There's the set, near pin attack and a whistle and a point Barnesville. Double touch is called, and that will be the set. Barnesville will win it 25-4 in the first set. See if the Nuggets can shake that one off. Do a little bit better in set 2, which is right around the corner here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save and Sea stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set stealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, the Trojans take the first set. Still about a minute away here from getting set 2 ready to roll and underway. You can order these games on DVD, msportsnet.com/DVD. Just go to that website I just shared with you, and all the information that we need from you to make sure that we get the correct game to you is right there. So if you can just email us the information on that page, and we have our email address on that page as well, so you know where to send it to, then we can get the process started. Now, if you have any, we've had a couple of people have trouble with the link. I've tested it out, and it works on my computer. So I'm not exactly sure what the issue is with that particular link on that page. But if you do have an issue with the link, go ahead and email us anyway. Give us what you know, and there's a very good chance we'll figure it out. We'll team up and figure out which game that you're looking for. So it's not too difficult to know. You tell us what team you're a fan of, and that narrows it down to about 25%, and then what year will narrow it down even to like 10%. We'll get there eventually. So. Of course, doing the majority of the games here on Magnitude Sports, I remember who played who and when and approximately what month and day and all that good stuff. So if you don't know it all, just give us what you know, and if we have any questions, we'll get back to you and just make sure that we confirm and send you the one you're looking for. Hawley will have the serve here to start set 2 as they're down in the match 1-0. Had a shaky first set. We'll see if they can shake that one off, no pun intended, and do a little bit better this time around here in set 2. That's going to be a lift, and the Nuggets will get the first point. I'll say hi to Jackie, who is watching on our YouTube channel. Sorry I didn't catch that message earlier and say hi earlier, Jackie, but now I did, so there you go. Glad that the video quality is crystal clear so you can see the people out there. 1-0 is our score in favor of the Nuggets, and Barnesville keep that volley going. Now the Nuggets will go on the attack near side, and that goes into the net on the swing, and the Trojans are on the board, and that ties us at 1-1. Yeah, one thing about coming to Barnesville versus some of the other schools that we've gone to, and this is not a negative at all, but we're elevated just right, and we're not that far back from the court. We could be back maybe a couple more rows. That way we would have a better wide-angle view of the court. Wouldn't have to pan back and forth when the teams are serving. But, I mean, that's what the camera person is for, and that's what their job is. So, like I said, I like coming to Barnesville. It's a comfortable setup, and you get a close view of the action. You don't have trouble reading jersey numbers or anything like that, and you can identify who's doing what, and that's one of the reasons why I like coming to Barnesville for broadcast. We're tied at 2. Now, like I said, if you're just joining that at the end of my comment there, that is not a negative towards any other school, because I like going to the other schools for broadcasts as well. But sometimes when you get high up there and you're trying to see a jersey number, it can be tough on occasion. As the official go to the scorers table to go over, I'm guessing a rotation here, making sure everybody's in the right spot, everybody's subbed in when they're supposed to. Whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube or on our website, we appreciate you watching. Many ways to watch, even on your mobile device. That one soars out of bounds. It was a nice attack there by Kennedy Gray, freshman outside hitter. But just a little too much Wheaties in her bowl of cereal this morning on that one. And it is 3-2 in favor of Hawley. So Hawley getting a so far better start here on the second set in comparison to that first set. We'll see if they can keep it going here. And that one will also sail out of bounds, and it is now 4-2. Here about 4 or 5 more of those, and the energy from those extra Wheaties should be gone. That one will juggle and dribble its way down to the floor, and it's 3-4 now, and Trojans looking to tie. Emily Smith is a sophomore. She is serving right now for Barnesville. That one's tipped and down. And that ties us at 4. And now going to the books as an ace, as Hawley wasn't able to return that. Also want to give a honor, although not particularly sponsoring this game here, but he's a sponsor on our station. But Van Dam Chiropractic in Fargo, I've gone to him a few times, and he recommended the bleacher chairs that I should get some. That helped me with some of the issues I was having about a couple months ago. And I just have to say, if you don't have one of these bleacher chairs, they are amazing. They are so comfortable compared to sitting on the bleacher itself. And I know they have a bunch of purple ones at Shields and Fargo. I'm not exactly 100% sure we can get them here in Barnesville, but I'm guessing there might be an option for you. And if there is, then I encourage you to buy local if at all possible. But wherever you buy one at, I recommend you buy one, because they definitely make life easier when you're watching a sporting event that lasts, about an hour and a half, or in the case of Magnitude Sports, broadcasting 3 games back to back, roughly 5.5 hours. Maybe over exaggerating a little bit there. Maybe it's closer to 4.5 hours, but so next time I go in, I'm going to thank him personally for the recommendation, because they work. Of course, since Minnesota sports is coming to an end, we want to say thanks to our other sponsors too. Whether you supported Breckenridge Broadcast, Barnesville Broadcast, Perham Broadcast, West Fargo Packer Broadcast, Cheyenne Mustang Broadcast, or Kindred Viking Broadcast, or Central Cass Squirrel Broadcast. If you were a sponsor for any of those teams, we thank you very much for your support to make those games possible this year. And as I mentioned right there, naming all the teams that we've covered this year, I'm actually stunned, as I said earlier, that we've been able to provide the variety of coverage that we've been able to provide with all the craziness that has been this fall sports season in both North Dakota and Minnesota. We'll set it up near side here, and that's sent over. That was Bonchis who sent it over. And that one didn't have enough elevation on it. I'm going to the books for a point for Hawley, and it's 9-7. Out of bounds, or was it tip? Okay, I didn't see it go off her hands, but she did reach for it, and she may have touched it. (10-7) is our score as the Trojans crack the double digits on the scoreboard. Serving was Kennedy Gray for Barnesville. And that'll be a point for the Trojans, and it is now 11-7. So Kennedy Gray's serve hits the tape as it comes over. Back to the Trojans. They'll set up for an attack, and a free ball passed over to the Nuggets. Dug out nicely there by Ebersol. And a little pushing and shoving match at the net results in a double hit for Barnesville and a point for the Nuggets. Going back on the serve is Isabel Steer. She is an 8th grader for the Hawley Nuggets. Take a look out on the court, and she looks like she could be easily a freshman or sophomore. So she has the height of a freshman or sophomore, that's for sure. But according to the roster, she's an 8th grader at Hawley High School. And when you have 8th graders on junior varsity, that means your volleyball program has a nice future. It is 12-8. Of course, when you have 8th graders on varsity too, that's even a better sign, but and the Trojans just rattling off points. There's Kiana Amundsen on the serve here for the last 2 or 3 for Barnesville. Makes it 14-8. Serve is over. We'll see if Hawley can send it back this time, and they do. Set it up for the far side attack. Nice diving dig out there. And joust for it at the net, and was there a net violation? There was. Point will go to Barnesville. 15-8. And great effort, just not quite enough elevation, and that's one of those that if it gets over the net, you'll hear cheers from the crowd, no doubt about it. 16-8 as the Trojans double up here on the Hawley, and we'll be back in a moment on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. 16-8 in favor of Barnesville. I want to thank Dr. Tiffany Johnson and Healing Touch Chiropractic, along with Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, for being a part of our Magnitude broadcast team, supporting every single broadcast, regardless if it's a North Dakota or Minnesota matchup, and we certainly appreciate their support. And we also want to not last but not least, you know what I meant to say. Thank our Barnesville sponsors, including Dean's Bulk Service as well as Midwest Bank, for doing everything they can to possibly get as many Barnesville games on as we possibly can, from the varsity to the sub-varsity. We had a couple of junior varsity football games for the Trojans this year, and when you start the fall season under the impression that no fans would be allowed, those businesses stepped up and said, let's get these games on the air, and we certainly appreciate their generosity. 16-10 now, or check that, 16-11. And another ace serve. And Hawley doing much better here in set 2. So they were only able to put a 4 on the scoreboard in set 1. Now they've tripled that effort here in set 2. And there's another one for Hawley, and they are crawling their way back into this one. 16-13 and a timeout, Barnesville. And that just goes to prove my point that Hawley is on a roll right now. Barnesville taking the timeout to see if they can stop that momentum and get a couple points back when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save & See stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. All right, welcome back. The Nuggets are within 3, down 16-13 here. They'll have the serve, and it'll be Madeline Walker with the serve here for the Hawley Nuggets. That serve is over. Barnesville controls it, sets it up for an attack from the far side. Now Hawley will control it. Attack is sent over and is dug out. They'll set it up near side here for Kenzie Scogan. Hawley will control it. 2 touches back to the Barnesville. The set and the attack. And once again, Hawley sends it back. The volley will continue. Pass, 10-foot line attack is over, and Hawley will continue to send that one back over. Pushed over on a 2-handed pushover. Barnesville able to control it with a back set to the far side and a whistle. And that'll be a violation on Hawley, and that will be a point for Barnesville. 17-13. Again, Bonchis on the serve. And that just went over the line. Out of bounds on a service error, and that makes it 17-14. So the Nuggets back within 3 now. Blocked at the net, and it comes out of bounds. Point Barnesville. A little too much angle on that block to push it out of bounds, and we'll see if Scogan can assist her team to a 5-point lead. They lead by 4 right now, and almost did just that there, but Hawley will be able to get it back, and now they will get it back as well. Set up for an attack, and that'll be a lift. A double touch is what they're calling. 19-14. Kenzie Scogan is a sophomore for the Trojans, and she is serving the ball right now. Once again, you're watching live junior varsity action here from Barnesville High School on the Magnitude Sports Media Network between the Trojans and the visiting Hawley Nuggets. And that point will go to the visiting Hawley Nuggets, 19-15. This appears to be Macy Ebersol on the serve. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I apologize. I want to say hi to Gail, who says go Nuggets, and I want to say hi to Bryson, who says go Trojans. So looks like we're about 50-50 on our commenters as far as which team they support, which is always great. And just remember, just keep it friendly competition talk on our live chat there. We haven't had a problem with that when we've come to Barnesville, but on the North Dakota side, we've run into a couple issues. So 19-17 as the Nuggets get 2 quick ones. And that'll be multiple touches, one too many. And now the Nuggets are a point away from knotting it up at 19. And that'll be an ace serve. Nicely done there by the junior defensive specialist. And we're tied at 19 as a result, and Barnesville will take a timeout. We will take one with them. We're back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, there you see it. Hawley Nuggets responding well after that first set. We're knotted up at 19 and looking to see if Hawley can take the lead or not here in this one. It would be their first lead of the match if they can get it, and they will. A double touch coming up here, and now Hawley has their first lead of the match at 20-19 here in set number 2. Once again, you're watching live junior varsity volleyball action here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network from Barnesville High School. I want to say thanks to Todd Hendrickson for allowing us to come out this season and broadcast these matchups. And it's a 2-point lead for the Hawley Nuggets now, 21-19. Will we see a third set in this one? The way it's looking right now, it's certainly a possibility. But that could change. There's still a little bit of a lot of volleyball left to play. That came on the outside of the antenna. That'll be considered out of bounds and a point for the Trojans. It can go over the net as long as it goes on the inside of the antenna. And it's 21-20 now in favor of Hawley. Tipped as it comes over, and a net violation coming up here on Hawley, and they'll tie the game at 21. Nice block at the net. Nicely done there by Isabel Steer, an 8th grader. Let me double check that. Yes, it was small print. I had to draw a line across to make sure. But she gives Hawley the lead back. Still 22-21. Excuse me. Still 22-21 is what I was trying to say a moment ago. And check that. they did award a point there. I thought they did, but they didn't change it on the scoreboard. So it was 22-22, and now it's 23-22 in favor of Barnesville. And a whistle, and now it's tied at 23. And remember, you got to win by 2, so the final score is either going to be 25-23 or we'll see some bonus volleyball here in the JV match. It's a little communication breakdown there to make sure everybody gets in the proper spots. Nice job by the teammates and their coach to assure that they don't give a crucial point away on a rotation violation. Did that one go on this side of the antenna, or was it right above it? It didn't look to me like it was on this side of the antenna, but the official thought it was, so we will go with their discretion because they are closer to the action than we are. And it is now 24-23 is match point here for the Barnesville Trojans. And Hawley player will go and talk to the official. And I don't think they're going to allow the point for the Barnesville Trojans to stand. And now it's match point here for the Trojans. Unless they can tie it up here. Hawley's done an outstanding job, and they do. A lift is called, and now we're knotted up at 24, and now we'll get that bonus volleyball that I was talking about. After scoring just 4 in the first set, to be tied at 24 has got to be a confidence booster. And a nice tip back there, and well, if the confidence booster didn't come with scoring 24, it definitely came with that slam down on a little push over the net there to get to 25. And now it's set point for Hawley. Barnesville keep it alive. Now they'll go for the attack. And it's down, and they'll tie it at 25. And we got a tie ball game now. Once again, Jackie and Gail and Bryson, thanks for watching. If you're watching and want to say hi, I'll check it occasionally and say hi back to you. 25-25 here in the junior varsity match at Barnesville High School between the Trojans and the Hawley Nuggets. Middle of the net attack is down. Nicely done by Emily Smith. And now it's match point again for the Trojans. Second time they've had match point. Emily Smith just jumped up and swatted it down. And she's smiling about that one, and she should be. Out of bounds. We're tied at 26. Madeline Walker, a junior, will serve it up here for Hawley. And that serve was a nice, powerful one. Low angle over the net. Those are one of the harder ones to get. That will fall, and match point for the third time here for Barnesville. 27-26. In the history of magnitude, we've had 2 matches, or 2 sets, I should say, go into the 30s. And that'll do it. We will not reach the 30s this time. I should have not said anything, and maybe we would have reached the 30s, but 28-26, and that'll be your final score as the Barnesville Trojans take it in 2 sets, 25-4 and 28-26. We'll take a timeout in case they play some bonus volleyball, and if they do, we'll bring it to you live after this on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save and Sea stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. All right, welcome back. Your final score, 25-4 and 28-26 in 2 sets. It looks like the varsity team is going to have a senior night or parent night or something. We're going to get to that ASAP. We're going to go off air and we'll be right back.